Hello Golden Jobbergs! Welcome once again to my channel. This is Sir Job and welcome to Sir Job TV. Para sa mga new explorer po sa aking channel, yung newly discovered pa lang po ang aking channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for you to be updated with my upcoming videos. So if you are following with my YouTube channel, you observe there that I already discussed to you the MELC 1, 2, and 3 of Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. So this time, I will be opening the topic from the MELC number 4, which is becoming a member of society. What is socialization in the very first place? Welcome to my video number 35. Man as a social being needs other people to realize his dreams. He cannot survive without the help of other people. Hence, people play different roles in society in order to attain economic development as well as peace and stability. The role and interaction of different agents of socialization are very important in the holistic development of different individuals. The role of social groups is essential in providing support system to the members of society. The social and moral formation of every member serves as an avenue in creating a healthy and dynamic society. So good morning once again, Golden Jobbergs. I hope that you are very much excited to know more about this topic for this morning. So our topic, once again, I just have to highlight, this is in line with the discussion of the MELC number 4, which is becoming a member of society. What is socialization in the first place? So what is really our role, no, as a member of society, as a citizen of the country, for example? What is really our role in socialization as a social actor? What is really our role in the very first place? So these are the things that you need to learn for this particular video. So basically, our membership to society is not comparable to acquiring membership to an organization or association. What does it mean? Is not comparable to acquiring membership to an organization or association. So meaning to say, when we speak of a membership in the society, it is a highest form of organization. I mean, it is a highest form of belongingness or identity. Okay, once you are part of that particular society in the very first place, that is the focus. This is because it requires total commitment to the roles, tasks, and expectations it puts on our shoulders as bona fide members. So basically, ang highlight natin dito when we are discussing becoming a member of society, target natin dito is it requires total commitment to the roles. Okay, once you are part of the group, once you are part of that particular community, you should have to act accordingly. Kung ano ang pinapractice nila, you should be proud of everything what you have, and you should be committed to everything what that organization or what that particular society is being practiced at the very end of the day. That is the main focus of the concept of becoming a member of society. These rules, tasks, and expectations define not only our membership but our very own selves and identities. Yan ang sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. In other words, we become what society asks us to be. Okay, as I mentioned to you sa aking mga previous videos, we have no choice, specifically with what the kind of society we are belong. Sometimes wala tayong option but to follow everything na naging part ng ating practices sa isang society kung saan tayo nabibilang. There are various processes which members of society have to undergo in order to be equipped with these so-called social burdens. But the most intriguing aspect of our membership is that we have little recognition of the social burdens. Highlight natin itong salita na we have little recognition of the social burden. Sometimes we don't recognize our own practices, sometimes we don't recognize our own culture, and sometimes, or maybe most of the time, we are not proud of our own culture. These are the social burdens, no? As part of the community, as part of the society, it is your task, okay, to promote your own culture to the other culture. That's basically the point. But other people, in the interaction, this is actually reality, no, nakikita natin ito, na-observe natin ito. Others are becoming not proud to what kind of culture they have or what kind of practices they have. So dapat you have to correct yourselves right now that you need to be proud of whatever culture you are in or what kind of culture you are living at the very end of the day. We carry every day as we manage our social engagement. So basically, that's the point that we are discussing a while ago. Society has put in place very intricate and efficient systems whereby our conformity and even deviations are controlled, managed, effectively, and imputed with social function. So, as what I said a while ago, there are points in our interactions or there are points in our membership in a kind of society na nakokontrol tayo. Okay? There are times na the culture is not what we want to practice or it's not what we want to exercise at the very end of the day, but we left with no choice in a situation. May mga ganun pong instances, okay? Yung movement natin, yung navigation natin, our choices sometimes may be controlled by what kind of society we are belong. Okay? Because it has something to do with, like, for example, you want to be like a liberated person because you are engrossed with watching films from Hollywood, for instance. So na-develop yung feeling mo na, I just wanna be like the people of America, for example, and then your culture is a conservative culture. So definitely there's an intriguing factor now, or there's a contradicting emotion coming from the one or coming from you na saan ba ang pipiliin mo for that particular situation. So again, in a membership of a certain society, at some point we might be controlled by the kind of practices or by the kind of culture we are being part of. So that's basically the point that I am discussing right now. So now let us define the very concept of this discussion, which is the concept of socialization. What is socialization in the very first place? When we speak of socialization, it refers to a lifelong social experience by which people develop their human potential and learn culture. Okay? Highlight natin when we speak of socialization, it is a lifelong social experience. So the moment you stay here in the world for a couple of years and then you encountered a lot of people, a lot of situation, by that you are being developed as a person. Although it is a general process, socialization always takes place in specific contexts. Okay? So when we are speaking of socialization, okay, it is a culturally specific. People in different cultures are socialized differently to hold different beliefs and values and to behave in different ways. So basically, ang highlight natin ito, when we are defining socialization, it takes place with a general process. General po ang interaction, general po ang socialization ng social actors. That's definitely true. However, as to the process or as to the implementation, it has to be done specifically or contextually depending on the person who is practicing that particular routine. Okay, so basically that's the point. Because when we are speaking of socialization, common, okay, you encounter people, you mingle with people, you band with people. That's basically one point when we are speaking of socialization. But how it is being done differs from one place to another, from one group to another. So that's basically the point when we are speaking of socialization at the very end of the day. Sociologists try to understand socialization, but they do not rank different schemes of socialization as good or bad. Claro, highlight, they do not rank different schemes of socialization as good or bad. So walang mali po. It depends upon how you execute the culture. It depends upon how you execute the practices. Wala pong mali. According to the sociologists, wala pong higher at saka lower. Hindi po nirarank ng mga sociologists ang practices ng isang culture. Kasi they recognize the differentiations or the variations of different practices from the rest of the world. So sa lahat po naman nanonood sa video ito, everybody should also practice that kind of thinking. No, na we have to appreciate any single practices that is existing in this particular world. So whatever culture you are practicing, we cannot say that it is bad or good, definitely in the concept of socialization. Man as a social being needs other people to survive. I already mentioned that once sa aking previous portion ng video na ito. We develop ourselves as human beings through our social interaction. So that is why very important po talaga na there is constant interaction between people to people. Okay? In order for us to survive, we need people. But in order for that particular existence to continue na mag-develop at saka mag-grow, we need also interaction at the very end of the day. Socialization is a continuing process whereby an individual acquires a personal identity and learns the norms, values, behavior, and social skills appropriate to his and her social position. So later on, bigyan natin to ng highlight. There's a discussion for this particular portion sa aking video. The processes of socialization is very essential because it teaches us how to behave and act within our society. So of course, basically, ang isang society, meron siyang norms, meron siyang guidelines to be followed. So whatever that guidelines na ini-impose ng inyong group or society, you should have to adhere and respect on that particular practices. You should follow because you are part of that particular group of people. Hence, it is a continuous process in life, an ending, just like what we discussed about culture is not static. So meaning to say it is moving, it is changing, it is constantly changing. Okay? As people move from one stage to another, such as from childhood to adolescence, from adulthood to old age, or from group to another, they discard old ways of behaving and learn new patterns of behavior. So that would be all for this morning. I hope you learned something from this video and I hope that you will share this video to your friends and to anybody else that you think na ngailangan ng video na ito. Asahan niyo po that Sir Job TV will continue to give you more meaningful discussion, especially in the field of social sciences. Good morning once again, Golden Jobbergs. Bye-bye!